Hey guys, welcome back to Vanguard Motor Sales. I'm Greg, and that's a 2021 GT500. She is rapid red, and she is beautiful. She's got the painted stripes. That's a $10,000 option. So cool, man. I tell you, she actually looks maroon to me, and it's got some metallic in it. I mean, it's one of my favorite colors. I absolutely love it. My grandpa had one of these, not one of these. He had a Harley that was painted this similar color to this. I fell in love with that color back then, and I am still in love with it today. I mean, that's like 45 years ago. You want to talk about sweet, man. Look at that big nose there, sucking in all that air. It's got coolers up there. It's got of course, the AC condenser, the gigantic radiator. It's got coolers for the oil. Can't come up with a word. Anyway, we've got, this is a golden ticket car, so it's got the carbon fiber wheels. It's got the gigantic Brembo brakes on it. Of course, all the body lines are looking sweet. It's got the big carbon fiber. That is part of the golden ticket deal. And then look at the interior in this monster. She's got the Recaro seat center, and yeah, you see that dial in the center? That's for that 7-speed dual clutch transmission. You want to talk about fun to drive? Now, those of you who have watched a lot of our videos know that I've gotten a lot of seat time in one of these. I probably got like 18,000 miles on a couple of them now, and I just have a blast driving these cars. You want to talk about a show winner? And going down the expressway, of course, everybody you pass wants to race you. Everybody's giving you the thumbs up. She's just an amazing vehicle. Just absolutely gorgeous. Now at Vanguard Motor Sales, we do not do consignment. That means we own this Mustang. So you can call Tom anytime at 248-974-9513 and talk to Tom about parking this dream in your driveway. It's GT500 time. I'll tell you what, I got it in track mode on the exhaust right now. I just love listening to the exhaust on these cars. Just sounds so amazing. I actually had mine out yesterday, and I left the house in a big hurry in track mode. Of course, everybody in the neighborhood heard me. It was so funny. Have a blast driving these cars. I tell you, this thing is just a monster. And we can deliver it anywhere in the world. Just give us a call at 248-974-9513. Just listen to it, man. Just sounds so sinister. Now, if you got a story about a Mustang, we'd love to hear about it. Love hearing all your stories. I tell you what. Just an amazing car. Now at Vanguard Motor Sales, Tom's answering his phone 7 days a week and practically 24 hours a day. You can give him a call anytime you'd like. You can see down here on the dash, everything looking sweet. Of course, we have all the controls down here. This is how you change the mode of the driving mode, you know, racetrack or drag strip or slippery. I think there's about 6 different modes. And also the dash will change also as you go through the modes, the way that the tack is laid out. This is how I run mine. I like this. You see how the tack wraps around, then your speed's there on the right. Of course, you've got the control then for traction control. You can either turn traction control off or you can turn advanced track off. So if you want to do a donut or whatever, you got to turn it advanced track off. Of course, you got your controls on your steering wheel, all your settings for your dash here in snake mode. Of of course, cruise control, your radio controls. I mean, everything's right here. And then the paddles are cool. You hold down on both the paddles and you can rev the motor up. It pops it into neutral. And then if you want to rev match, like you're going down the expressway and you see a Hellcat coming, you want to grab that downshift paddle, and this thing will rev match you and put you right in the perfect gear to take off like a bat out of hell. Now we're coming up on our shop where we're going to put this baby up in the air and show you the engineering under the hood and on the bottom side of the car. So stick with us. All right, we're underneath the Mustang now, and the first thing we're going to take a look at is that active exhaust. You got 4 different settings, and that little flapper in there is what makes those settings happen. So you can choose if you want to be noisy or quiet. And one of the cool things, you can go to the app and actually set up a time slot that you want it to be noisy or quiet. Like I've got my car set up so in the morning when I fire it up in the garage, it's on quiet mode, which really helps out with relations, if you know what I mean. We've got a cooler on the diff, so like I've said on all these cars, basically a race car ready to go. So, you know, it runs the fluid back here through a cooler and then re-injects it back into the center section. 373 gear in here, and it is independent suspension. You see these gigantic lower control arms, these braces, just everything. Of course, you can set up your toe and everything back here also. You see all the heat shielding here. You see the exhaust is looking brand new. It also looks like it's stainless. I mean, everything under here is clean as a whistle. Then we've got the dual clutch 7-speed transmission. Now this baby operates by one clutch, works first, third, fifth, and seventh. The other clutch works reverse, second, fourth, and sixth. And like 80 milliseconds between shifts. I mean, it's right now. And if you leave it in manual mode, not in manual mode, but in automatic mode, it'll outperform anybody that can shift with the paddle shifters. I mean, transmission knows exactly where you want to be. You can see the nose is all in beautiful shape, and this nose is very close to the ground, guys. So when you're getting up close to a curb, just stay back, because it's about 2 feet longer than you think it is when you're sitting in the, behind the wheel. So just stay way back from those curbs. You don't have to worry about messing up your nose. This is a golden ticket car, so it does have the carbon fiber wheels. And see this coating on the inside? That's some NASA space age stuff right there. Actually, I believe it was on the space shuttle. Then of course we got the gigantic Brembo brakes stopping this baby. 16.5-inch rotor, man. That rotor is bigger than most wheels on most cars. You look down the side, she's gorgeous. You also look at the rocker moldings, not a mark on them anywhere either. Just a gorgeous piece. Now up front, we've got 305 30 20s. Out back, we got 315 30 20s. And these are the Pilot Sport Cup 2s, the Michelins. Let's get under the hood. All right, under the hood here, we got the Predator Power, man. We got 5.2 liters, 760 horse, and everybody signs their name to these. It looks like Doyle built this one. Isn't that sweet? Of course, power steering, power brakes, anti-lock brakes, traction control, air conditioning. I mean, it's got everything. The battery is mounted underneath that little cover there if you ever need to get at the battery. I mean, she is a monster, man. I've had a blast driving these cars. She's a rocket ship, bunch of horsepower, and of course the transmission is just amazing. You can see we got carbon fiber up here in the core support, and then this shock tower brace here is actually magnesium, really cutting down on the weight. And then I always like to point out, if you're gonna go out racing this thing, this cover actually comes off, so it makes your hood completely functional, keeps this baby nice and cool. So give us a call at 248-974-9513 and let Vanguard Motor Sales park this dream in your drive.